In the dawn of eternity, before time itself had a name, there existed a realm of pure light, perfect harmony, and unimaginable beauty. This was heaven, the kingdom of the Most High, a symphony of existence playing out under the watchful, loving gaze of its creator. And within this celestial paradise, among the countless angelic beings bathed in divine glory, one star shone brighter than all others. His name was Lucifer, the light-bearer, the morning star. He was a masterpiece of creation, crafted with unparalleled wisdom and breathtaking beauty. His wings shimmered with the colors of 1,000 suns, his voice was the music of the spheres, and his intellect was as vast and deep as the cosmos yet to be born. He was the chief among the archangels, a steward of God's light, reflecting the divine radiance with a brilliance that captivated all who beheld him. In this golden age of heaven, Lucifer stood at God's right hand, a testament to the Creator's power and artistry. There was no shadow, no sorrow, only the endless, blissful chorus of praise and the perfect peace that came from dwelling in the presence of ultimate love. But even in perfection, the seed of imperfection can find purchase. It began subtly, a whisper in the quiet moments of celestial contemplation. Lucifer would gaze at his own reflection in the crystal seas of heaven, not with gratitude, but with a burgeoning sense of self-admiration. He saw his own radiant form, his unmatched intelligence, his commanding presence, and a thought, once alien, began to take root in the fertile ground of his heart. Pride. He started to believe that the light he carried was his own, not a reflection of a greater source. He looked upon the adulation of the other angels and mistook it for his due, not a shared celebration of their Creator. Why, he wondered, should he serve? Why should he bow when his own brilliance seemed to rival the very throne he knelt before? This question, born of pride, became a corrosive doubt that spread through his being. He began to sow these seeds of discord among his fellow angels, his words cloaked in feigned concern and twisted wisdom. He spoke of constraint where there was only freedom, of servitude where there was only loving purpose. He painted a picture of a God who hoarded power, a monarch who demanded blind obedience rather than celebrating the potential of his creations. To a third of the heavenly host, his arguments were intoxicating. They looked at Lucifer, the magnificent light-bearer, and saw not a servant of God, but a potential king in his own right. The perfect harmony of heaven began to fracture, a dissonant chord sounding for the first time in eternity. Nothing in creation is hidden from the eyes of the Creator. God, in his infinite wisdom and sorrow, saw the darkness growing within his most beloved angel. He summoned Lucifer to the very heart of heaven, before the throne of pure light. There was no anger in God's presence, only a profound, heartbreaking sadness. Lucifer, my morning star, the Creator's voice was not a thunderous command, but a gentle, resonant plea that echoed with the love of a father for his son. I see the shadow that has taken root in your heart. This path you walk, the path of pride, it leads only away from the light you were created to bear. It leads to emptiness, to isolation, to a darkness you cannot yet comprehend. God explained the sacred gift he had bestowed upon all his creations: free will. The choice to love, to serve, to exist in harmony was a choice, not a command. For love that is compelled is not love at all. Your beauty and your wisdom are gifts, my son, not possessions to be hoarded or weapons to be wielded. God continued, his voice firm yet filled with grace. You stand at a precipice. You can choose to be the magnificent reflection of my light you were made to be, or you can choose to pursue a throne built on self-love, a kingdom of one that will ultimately be a prison of shadow. Turn back, Lucifer. Cast out this pride and return to the harmony of love. Do not choose this separation. But Lucifer's ears were deafened by the thunder of his own ambition. He looked upon the sorrow in God's eyes and saw it not as love, but as weakness. He interpreted the warning not as a plea for his salvation, but as a threat from a jealous ruler. The seed of pride had grown into a defiant, unyielding tree. Consumed by his desire for ultimate power, Lucifer stood before the throne and made his choice known. He rejected God's warning, his voice ringing with a chilling new arrogance that shattered the celestial peace. "I will not serve," he declared. The words hung in the air, a blasphemy that silenced the heavenly choir. He then proclaimed his own twisted scripture, a vow of rebellion that would echo through all of time. "I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." The declaration was made. The line was drawn. Lucifer, the light-bearer, had become the adversary. He turned to the legions of angels, who had been swayed by his silver tongue, their faces a mixture of awe, fear, and defiant hope. A choice had to be made by all: to stand with the Creator, the source of all being, or to follow the brilliant but fallen morning star in his quest for a stolen crown. War was declared in heaven. The realm of perfect peace was about to become a battlefield. The celestial realm, once a bastion of perfect harmony, erupted into a cataclysm of light and sound. It was a war unlike any other, fought not with steel and fire, but with will, with power, and with loyalty. A great, silent cascade of falling stars, they were cast out, plummeting from the celestial heights, down, down, down through the void, their angelic forms contorting, their beauty twisting into something monstrous as they were severed from the divine. Then consciousness stirred. Lucifer woke. But he was no longer Lucifer. The light-bearer was gone, his name a forgotten memory of a life he had forfeited. In his place, a new being stirred, forged in the crucible of pride and rebellion. He opened his eyes, not to the crystalline seas and radiant skies of heaven, but to a realm of shadow and desolation, a kingdom he had won, a prison he had built for himself. The light within him was gone, replaced by a cold, burning ember of hatred and resentment. His form, once the pinnacle of angelic beauty, was now a grotesque parody, a monument to his own hubris. He was no longer the morning star. He was now Satan, the adversary, the prince of this new domain of darkness. As he rose to his feet, surveying his empty kingdom, the full weight of his choice crashed down upon him. He had sought to be like the Most High, but in his attempt, he had become its antithesis. He had craved a throne above the stars, and now ruled a pit of despair. The story of Lucifer's fall is not just a tale of ancient war, it is a profound and timeless warning. It is a reflection on the destructive power of pride, the sacredness of free will, and the eternal consequences of choosing a throne of self-love over a place in the harmony of creation. It is the story of how the brightest light in heaven chose to become the architect of shadow. Thank you so much for journeying with us through this epic tale. If you found this story compelling, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to our channel for more deep dives into the lore and legends that shape our world. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you in the next video.